Welcome, Taurus, to High Priestess Influence and to your general weekly tarot guidance. So this will be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for February 24th through March 1st. Of course, dates are approximate and flexible. You may find resonance with this message whenever you view it, or you may find none at all since it's general. So just take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. And remember, never put anyone else's judgment above your own, my Taurus friends. Also keep in mind that the cards are just here as guides, not as predictors. So it is my intention to attract the cards that will best serve those who will actually view this message, to attract the cards and the intuition that will best serve it. So we had 3 cards jump out. This card jumped out on top of these, well, this one was face up, and then these 2 were underneath it face down. So this is for the physical realm. So this is from the minor arcana for the physical realm. Now from the minor arcana, we have 2 for the mental realm. I think it's 2. And, oh, that was fast. We have 1 for the message from the spiritual realm. So let's get the overall energy from the major arcana. 1 card for the overall energy. Okay. Oops. We have the Empress reversed. Right, let's take a look at what we have here, my Taurus friends. So in the physical realm, the Ace of Wands was kind of like the front and center card, right? The way they jumped out, the other 2 were face down, and this was face up on top of them. So, you know, you're really, really feeling inspired this week. Inspired for a new direction. You might be inspired to take a step in a different direction, or it could even be a new career. But there's this energy of you. I feel like you want something new. You want something meaningful. You want something that inspires you. You want to maybe start doing something that makes you want to get out of bed in the morning. So whether this is related to your career, or you're looking for just anything that's new and interesting to you. It even could be, a relationship, or even like new friends or something, or a new, just like a new interest or a new hobby, something that gets you out of, that makes you want to, the expression, get out of bed in the morning. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be something that you do every day. That's really just kind of the expression that came to me. But, you're looking for something to like light you on fire, to light a fire underneath you, to kind of get you going. And beneath that, you have the 8 of Pentacles. So I feel as though you've got some powerful focus this week. You may know what it is that you want. And I feel as though you might just be starting, well, yes, I definitely feel like you're just starting because of the Ace of Wands, right? This is like the spark of the inspiration, the idea, the thing that just kind of hits you right between the eyes. Maybe in the third eye for some of you. And you're really starting to give some serious focus to it. And part of what I feel compelled to tell you here, Taurus, is that when you can focus on something you desire and keep it positive, keep it pure, keep it in the realm of knowing it will happen for you, it will manifest for you, then that pure positive focus will lead you to your desire, will result in the manifestation of your desire in some way, shape, or form. But I also feel compelled to tell you that if you get too specific about it and you start to doubt it, you want to back off and go more general, Okay? It's easier to believe in general positivity sometimes than it is to be specific about it, because sometimes when we get too specific, we begin to doubt it. Okay? And okay, you know what? Yeah. Beneath that, with the Three of Wands reversed, I actually think that's where the message of not being too specific because you don't want to doubt it comes in here. I feel like there might be a little doubt when you go specific. When you think about actually taking that first step towards the creation of this Ace of Wands, this new inspiration, this new idea, when you think about the first step, I think that's where like the energy goes a little wonky and you lose your vibrational balance, so to speak. So I definitely feel that for some of you, you want to keep the positive focus general. You want to feel as though anything is possible, that you can have anything you want. But if you keep it general, it's easier to literally feel that positive vibration. When you get really specific, so for example, let's just say, okay, I want to, win $1 billion jackpot. Well, when you get that specific, then the doubts start creeping in. You start thinking about the odds and all of the human experiences that indicate that it's very unlikely that it will happen and all that kind of stuff. And then that messes with your vibration. Because do remember, it's a vibrational, energetic universe. Creation begins with a thought, with an idea that grows, and the desire grows, and the belief in it grows. And sometimes it manifests purely from belief and desire, while at other times the universe inspires us to move in a certain direction toward it. And I'm feeling like the Ace of Wands here is that inspiration for you to move. But I think when you get too specific in your focus, that's when you start to have those doubts about your movement forward. So really, it's about keeping it general this week. Keeping it general. Focus on the Ace of Wands in general and what that inspiration could lead to. That wonderful feeling of inspiration, those wonderful new ideas. And you know what? When you keep your vibration high like that, even in a general sense, you will not find yourself with a lack of new and interesting ideas and things to focus on. And look around you and you'll see things that inspire you, things that you can respond to. So in your mental realm, you have the 10 of Cups reversed and the 4 of Cups reversed. So there's definitely some doubt in the mental realm here. And that doesn't really help move your inspiration along. It doesn't help move your creation along. And I'm feeling with the 10 of Cups reversed, I'm feeling as though you have doubts about being able to see something all the way through. And I also feel as though you have some doubts as to whether others will, get on board with this, whether others will resonate with this, whether others will support this direction. And for some of you, I think it's literally your family. Will my family support this new idea that I have, this new direction, this new focus? For others, though, it might even be like coworkers or a group of some sort. Will the group support this? Will the group go along with this? Will the group help me manifest this, or will the group at least get out of my way and allow me to manifest whatever this is? And again, with the Four of Cups reversed, I feel as though you have, that's you with your own personal doubts. And the Ten of Cups is doubting whether others will get on board or support you in this new spark. This I feel like the Ace of Wands is like this new spark of an idea. And I think you're doubting also with the Ten of Cups here reversed. I also just got the feeling that some of you felt so inspired initially and then immediately let your mind take over. So you had that feeling in your body, the gut feeling or the intuition, or like your heart singing, or whatever it is for you, right? You felt that, but then you started to let your mind creep in, and now you're doubting whether it's even feasible. You're thinking, oh, is this like a pie in the sky idea? Is this even doable? Am I thinking too big? And you're only thinking too big, Taurus, if you can't get into alignment with it. If it's too big for you to get into alignment with, then you're dreaming too big. Now, there's really no dream that's ever too big unless it throws you out of alignment. Listen, you could dream of having, being the winner of the biggest jackpot in the history of the world. And that's not too big a dream if you can line up with it energetically, if you can line up with it emotionally, if you can believe it. And right now, I'm sensing a lack of belief here. And you have the King of Swords reversed here. So I'm really feeling, okay, Taurus, I'm really feeling here that you are being too analytical, too literal, too scientific. You are not tapping into the spiritual side here. Okay, I'm really getting a clearer picture here. Clearer picture. We have the swords, clarity, right? Okay, I'm getting a clearer picture here of what's going on. Okay, Taurus, you had some, spark, some snap of the finger inspiration, idea that came to you, however it came to you. It's almost like the universe saying, here, take this wand and run with it. And then you started to focus on it. And then you started to doubt it. And here's the reflection of that doubt here. Because you're only looking at it from the human aspect of it, from You know what I'm feeling here? Like you're looking at it from, like I said, the human position, no spirituality involved or very little. And I think you're looking at it, and I'm not saying you're doing this intentionally. This is like your human doubts creeping in, but this is why. You're looking at it, you're looking at the facts. Well, this isn't really a logical undertaking, or this isn't really something that can happen. This isn't feasible. Again, you know how I got this feeling that you're thinking, oh, maybe it's pie in the sky, and I can't manifest this, and you know, and others won't buy into it either. And you know, again, serious doubts, unstable feelings when it comes to this, and it's all because of you're being too literal. You're being too human. You're not tapping into the energies of the universe. And I think, if I remember correctly, I mean, I just speak whatever comes to me in the moment, but I believe I was talking about how creation begins with a thought, an idea, and then it grows with the inspiration. And sometimes it even manifests without someone actually taking physical action. I mean, it can happen. Taurus, it's happened to me. And it's amazing when it does, but you really need to be in a very high vibration for it to happen. You really, really need to believe. And even if you're not believing in the specifics, you need to just be in a vibration of believing that anything can happen for you, that anything can manifest, that the universe is seemingly magical. Now, from your non-physical, eternal side, you know that these magical things can happen for you. But once we get into this human experience, we forget about our non-physical side. We get sidetracked from our non-physical being, our inner being, our true eternal self. We kind of get sidetracked by what our five senses tell us. And that's basically what I'm trying to get at here. This is you operating from your senses only. What you can see mostly, what you can hear, smell, taste, touch. It's really you operating from your human senses and forgetting about the bigger part of you, the non-physical part of you, the spiritual aspect, the non-physical part of the universe, the stuff we can't see with our eyes necessarily. Well, we can eventually see it with our eyes, but the energies that make things happen. Okay, it's an attractive universe. You attract what matches your vibration to you. And so that's where it comes in here. This message here for you, my Taurus friends, if this resonates at all with you, the message here is that your key to this manifestation is tapping into, my throat just got dry, sorry. Tapping into your spiritual side. I'm just going to take a quick sip of water. Okay, so it's tapping into your spiritual side. Now, we need a balance between the physical and the non-physical, but I feel like you could have had justice reversed come up here because I feel like there's a tremendous imbalance. You have the Empress reversed as your overall energy, and this is really about creativity. Now, you have the Three of Wands reversed at the bottom of the physical realm. This is how your doubt is playing in here and holding off your manifestation. The Three reversed. Here's the Three reversed. The Three is about the actual creativity, the beginning of the creation, taking the first step toward the actual creation. And the reason you have these in reverse is just because you're focused only in the physical and not in the spiritual sense. So, in other words, the energy of the Empress is here for you to just simply turn upright. Creativity, abundance. And the same with this Three of Wands reversed. It's here for you to turn upright so that you can take the first step toward this creation. But the message here is that it's got to be way more spiritual than it is. I feel like it's very lopsided. That's what I wanted to say. That's the word, lopsided. I feel as though the energies, Taurus, are lopsided. You have some new endeavor or idea or whatever this is. You have something that you're inspired by. But you need to allow the physical side in. The spiritual side in. You need to believe. You need to believe. You need to tap into that energy. And if it's too difficult for you to believe in the specific, go as general. So let's say this is a new career direction for you, for example, because sometimes the wands do indicate a career direction. If this is a career direction, then focus on it in a general way. Focus on feeling good about getting up in the morning to go do something that inspires you. Imagine the feeling, or even journal about it. Write it out, how you feel about getting up in the morning to go do something that inspires you. And only get as specific as you can before you start to let the doubt creep in. Sometimes if you're writing it out and you're being more deliberate about it, it's easier to maintain the positive focus, because when we start thinking, sometimes the doubt creeps in without us even realizing it until we get that negative momentum going and we get that doubt momentum going. But if you're writing it out longhand and you're focusing on each word, you can make sure those words are positive. You can make sure those words feel good to you as you write them out. It doesn't need to be anything formal. It could just be on scrap paper. As long as you feel that positive energy. So really, you have to start feeling into it. You need to tap into, whether you are male or female, you need to tap into the feminine energy of the Empress and turn this card of abundance and creation upright. You must start believing in the universal energies serving you and bringing you what you desire. And really, the only effort that you need to put in at this point is spiritual. It's really about focusing on the energies, focusing on the belief and the knowing that you can have anything that you desire. And from that point, you will begin to receive inspiration as far as direction you want to take, or depending on what it is you want, you may find that it manifests without your even taking a step. It depends on what you want, and it depends on your level of belief. And it depends on how you feel. How you feel is the most important thing. So I'll leave you with that, my Taurus friends. Feeling wonderful, feeling abundant, feeling fortunate, feeling creative, feeling worthy. Those are the most important feelings. And then everything else will fall into place. So when you can focus on that and be deliberate about that and feel that way as much of the time as you can, you will find things turning in your direction. And you will find taking that Ace of Wands and running with it will be so easy you won't even believe it. It'll be amazing. You'll love it, Taurus. Okay, my Taurus friends, if you'd like to support this channel, do me a favor and give it a thumbs up, or even subscribe if you haven't done so already. But I do want to thank you so very much for joining me. I hope you have a fabulous week ahead, and I hope to see you back here again next week, my Taurus friends.